Hi, my name is Hardus van Pletsen. I'm the managing director of a company called Stock Market College. Making this recording today on a booklet called the Streetwise Investor. And I'm going to talk about chapter 1. I've summarized it here in 3 points, 3 things that I want to discuss. Firstly, we're going to talk about financial goals, really about why you should set financial goals. Then we're going to talk about the salary treadmill. We're going to talk about financial independence. And I think the most important topic is how do I gain financial independence? That's important to know and discuss. Now, I've never wanted to make these kind of recordings. I've been involved in the stock market for the last 21 years. And it's finally got to a point where the requests that I'm having from people are just so demanding. And they say, Hardus, after all this time, share some of your knowledge with us. Show us what you've done. We know that you've been in the same position that we find ourselves in right now. So here we go. Let's start with the first topic, why set financial goals. I've made some notes here. Let me discuss it. Let me tell you what I found with most people that become clients of Stock Market College on a daily basis. Most people get up every workday morning and they go to work. They work from 8 to 5 with an hour off for lunch. They get 15 or 20 days leave per annum, and in South Africa particularly all the public holidays. All of this is done for 40 or 45 years or maybe even longer, and it's obviously the best years of their lives. They devote an enormous slice of life to working for their money, and yet they spend little or no time planning their finances and setting financial goals. Don't plan finances. There it is. If asked, such people will say that they do this to earn a living. In other words, to make enough money to buy food, clothes, and the other necessities of life. But the truth is that they also harbor a dream of reaching some measure of financial independence. Put more simply, most people want to be rich. Who doesn't? In fact, almost all people would say that one of their life goals is to achieve wealth. But sadly, very few have any clear idea of how they will go about it, how long it will take, or even exactly what they mean by financial independence. And very few achieve it. One of the reasons is that they get paid to stay. It even rhymes. I don't know about you, but most companies, your boss or the company you work for, will pay you just enough to stay. If you live off a salary, you will never get rich. Alright, let me move on to the next topic. Let's talk about the salary treadmill. Put here salary expenses all gone, working and paying, work for a living. Let me discuss it in a bit more detail. And let me start by saying consider the salary treadmill. Every month payday comes around. Rent, bills, credit card. And suddenly it's all gone. But you hope to begin saving in a few months' time. Trouble is, every month it's the same old story. Round and round and round on the salary treadmill. Never making any real progress towards financial independence. Just working and paying and working and paying. And this is why we said earlier, you work for a living. Okay, now that you know that, let's talk about financial independence, and let's start with the topic, what is financial independence? Now I've said here no need to work, investment income exceeds salary, 2 buildings. I'm going to expand on that. The phrase financial independence would sum up most people's monetary aspirations. But it is important to quantify this idea clearly so that it becomes a concrete plan, achievable within a defined time frame. Financial independence implies independence from financial worries. And who won't want to be in a position where they don't have financial worries? But more specifically, financial independence means in being independent from the need to work. This can only be achieved when the income which you receive from your investments exceeds the income that you receive from your work. in other words, your salary. So financial independence is defined as the point where you're earning enough from your investments to live off without the need to work. The point at which the income from your investments is equal to the income from your salary. Now, the best way for me to explain this is to talk about two buildings. Imagine a 10-story apartment block. Right next to it, a little cottage. The 10-story apartment block in this analogy represents your salary, and the cottage represents most people's investment income. Now, when you compare the two to each other and you put it next to each other, you can see that most people make 95, maybe even more of their monthly income from their salary. And if they're lucky, maybe 5% of their monthly income comes from investments. Now you understand why people get into dire financial straits when they lose their salary. Becoming financial independence will require you to take your investment income and to grow it every single month. The very moment when your investment income becomes a 10-story apartment block in this analogy, that's when you can stop working. That's when you don't need your salary anymore. But there are steps to take. What are these steps? Firstly, you've got to save money, because you've got to have money to invest. And then secondly, your savings must work for you. It must give you a decent return. It must put you in a situation where you beat inflation, where you're getting real returns. I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. There's many more videos to come, things that you might find interesting. I'm going to need your help. Now that you've seen this video, we'll send you a survey email tomorrow. And with that survey, I need your help. I want to know from you why you want to set financial goals. I want to know from you how you feel about your financial goals. I want to know from you what you thought about the salary treadmill, and if you think this is what's happening to you. I want to know from you how you feel about financial independence, and if you feel that you're on that road to make it happen or not. It'll be great to get your feedback. Thank you for watching.